Sports betting in the news in Virginia. And the first headline is that January was a record month for legal sports gambling in Virginia. I'm talking about the legal stuff. I guess if it's legal, why do you need to do the illegal? Virginia's, oh man, that's up to you. Virginia's wagered $485.5 million on sports events in the month of January. According to the Virginia Lottery, in January was the 1-year anniversary of legal sports betting in the Commonwealth. So yay for that. The betting volume, new record, it surpassed the 427.3 million in wagers placed in October. The folks at playvirginia.com sent us a press release. A guy named Dan Stupp, who's the lead analyst there, saying 5 weeks of football, which included an extra week of regular season football. That's with the NFL going to a 17th regular season week for the first time. Their 17 game regular season. Yeah, there we go. For the first time in its history. And an expanded NFL playoffs were unquestionably a boon for sportsbooks in January. Stupp predicts that sportsbooks will begin to slow down for March Madness. I guess that makes sense. Though there's so much you can bet on if baseball comes back within a baseball game that we'll see how that goes. Sportsbooks won, let's see, here's some just numbers. Sportsbooks won $39.1 million in gross revenue. Second best all time, up from $31.5 million in December. Sportsbooks ended up producing $18.2 million in taxable revenue on that $485 million wagered. That ended up yielding $2.9 million in state taxes. So not a drop in the bucket, but pretty close. Betting volume, here's an interesting thing. Betting volume has more than doubled since Virginia launched sports betting on January 21st, 2021. During the first 11 days, that was just the 11 days of the month of January 2021, sports books were generating $5.4 million in wagers per day. The wagering average daily has now grown to 15.7 million, almost 3 times as of January. So that's our first bit of news. Now, also that press release generated, the press news there generated by the Virginia Lottery. Virginia Lottery also today sending us some news about how they're working to raise awareness of gambling addiction resources. So, $2.9 million in taxes generated, and they're acknowledging that we're probably causing some people some problems. I've never bet on anything, so I've bought some lottery tickets. I don't know if I consider that a bet. I know I'm not going to win, so I don't have any illusions there. But yeah, even though the month was a record month for sports betting, we also need to tell people about gambling addiction. Not to be not belittling the issue with gambling addiction, certainly at all. Virginia Problem Gambling Hotline, the number is 1-888-532-3500. We got a story on our website with this information. At 888-532-3500 is toll free. You can find it on our website. Confidential, available 24/7 via phone, text, or chat. So that's kind of neat. There's also, you can go online. There's a link on our website so you can follow it there. The helpline was created by the Virginia Lottery in 1999. Is now operated by the Virginia Problem Gambling Council. Virginia Council on Problem Gambling. Sorry, I just saw an acronym, and acronyms can be confusing sometimes. The lottery is committed, according to the acting executive director, Kelly TG, to raising awareness of problem gambling and how Virginians can seek help if they need it, which is good. The Virginia Lottery has also produced a public service announcement in partnership with the Virginia Council on Problem Gambling that encourages people who may have a gambling problem or questions about problem gambling to call the helpline. And this is something I guess we've known about this. I've reported on the gambling hotline a few times. I didn't know this, though. Virginia Lottery has a voluntary exclusion program that allows people with a gambling problem to voluntarily exclude themselves for either 2 years, 5 years, or lifetime from participating in certain legalized gambling in Virginia. Whether that gambling is regulated by the Virginia Lottery, the Virginia Office of Charitable and Regulatory Programs, or the Virginia Racing Commission. So that's a neat thing. You can actually sign up for that. And, that's just interesting. It includes account-based Virginia Lottery games, online sports betting, charitable gaming, and betting on horse racing. Charitable gaming, I thought this was the case when I saw that the name of the Office of Charitable and Regulatory Programs. It includes raffles, bingos, network bingo, and instant bingo. So, interesting. And a portion of the tax revenue from regulated gambling it goes to problem gambling treatment and support fund. So that $2.9 million in taxes generated last year, at least last month, a portion of that goes to help with this issue. So Wonder if we're paying enough for that if we're making enough money, I should say, making enough money from the game link to support helping people through the problem that we're creating. In any case, more news on this is on our website. And again, the links to both this voluntary exclusion program and also just the hotline and the phone number is right there on our website under the sports section where it needs to be. So please check that out.